Hello friends, welcome to my channel again. I am Vijay Lohar, and in this video we are going to discuss about firewalld daemon of Red Hat Enterprise Linux 7. So firewalld provides the new user interface of managing firewall in Red Hat Enterprise Linux 7. It has replaced IP table interface and directly connect with the netfilter kernel code. The main feature of firewalld is to improve security management by allowing configuration changes without stopping current connection. So firewall-cmd is the command line used to manage the firewalld daemon. So let's see what we can do with the firewall command and how to manage the firewalld daemon. So first of all, log into your system. As you can see here, I am logging with the root user account, and here we are. It's Red Hat Enterprise Linux 7.3 version, and we will see here how to manage firewall using firewall-cmd. So I have already listed all the topic we are going to cover in this session. As you can see here, how to manage firewalld using firewall-cmd. So what we are going to do here is we will see some basic commands of firewalld, and then we will proceed for the further how to manage zones, source management, service management, port management, IP set management, masquerading, port forwarding, and finally we will see how to back up our firewall configuration. So let's proceed with the topic. First of all, we will see what are the basic firewall commands we can use to manage our firewall. So first of all, if you want to verify the status of your firewall, whether it is running or not, you can easily use command firewall-cmd state. And as you can see here, the output is running. It means your firewall is running this time. Alternatively, you can use systemctl status of firewalld.service, or you can use command firewalld. It will provide you the detailed information of your firewall. As you can see here, your firewall is active and it's running right now. So we can use either systemctl status space firewalld.service, or we can use firewalld only. A part of that, we can use firewall-cmd -state command to view either our firewall is active and running or not. But if you have a situation to stop your firewall, you can use command systemctl stop firewalld.service or only firewalld. And now if we verify the status of our firewall using systemctl command, we will see that our firewall is dead. It's inactive and dead. So what reply we will get from firewall-cmd state? As you can see here, that your firewall is not running this time. So how to enable it again and how to start your firewall again? You have just to change your status command to start, and your firewall will start now, and now it's running. So these are the basic commands of managing your firewall, whether you have to verify the status of your firewall or you have to enable or disable your firewall. So these are the very basic commands, but for more we will have to go further. As you can see here, our second option is managing zones. So what are zones? We can define zone as whatever network you are connected with, or whatever interface is connected with your system can be defined as a zone. So how to manage that zones, we will see here. So first of all, we will see how to view default zone. So what zone we are currently using? We can use firewall-cmd happen get default zone, and it will show you what zone currently we are using. And as you can see here, we are using public zone. So our interface is configured as a public network. So let's see how many active zones are there. So if you want to verify what are all the active zones are, then you can use command firewall-cmd get all active zones. So the command firewall-cmd space dash dash get hyphen active hyphen zones will show you all the active zones. And as you can see here, that we are connected with only one active zone, that is public, and the interface ENS33, that is the Ethernet network or Ethernet interface of my system, bounded with the public network. So we can get the list of all active zones by using command firewall-cmd get active zones. So let's proceed for the further, that how to set a default zone. If we want to change a default zone, instead of using get, we will set here set default zone, and what zone we want to assign is home. Like I want to assign my zone as a home network or home zone, we will use this command. So if we verify the zone again now by using command firewall-cmd get default zone, and we will see that we are not at public zone now, we are using home zone. So we can change our default zone by using command firewall-cmd set default zone, and by defining the name of zone, we can easily set our default zone. We proceed for the next, that is how to assign an interface in a zone. So how we will assign an interface to a zone. So let's see how to use it. Firewall-cmd permanent zone public change interface ENS33, and this command will change your interface. If you have some other zone, you can change the zone of a particular interface by using command firewall-cmd permanent zone name and then change interface. So this command will change your particular interface to a particular zone. You can use this, and if you want to verify, in which zone a particular interface is, you can use command firewall-cmd get zone of interface ENS33, and as you can see here, your interface ENS33 is connected with bounded with public zone. So these are the basic commands of managing zones using firewall-cmd commands. You can easily use that. So now we are proceeding for the next topic, and that is source management. So what is source? Source is any IP address or network which will access your resource. So let's proceed for the topic, and first of all we will see how to add a trusted network. So what command we will use to add a trusted network? Let's say we will use command firewall-cmd dash permanent dash zone. I am assigning trusted zone with the address source will be 190 equal to 192.168.10.0/24 as trusted network. As you can see here, that our network 192.168.10.0 is on trusted network right now. So we can add a trusted zone using command add source, and once you have added this and you have used the option permanent, you must reload your configuration by using command firewall-cmd, that is reload, and your firewall configuration is permanently set now. So proceed for the next, how to create an IP list using this command, that is firewall-cmd permanent zone trusted add source. We have added entire network as a trusted network, but in case if you want to assign some specific IP address as a trusted IP or trusted source address, you can use command. First of all, we will remove this IP address or network 192.168.10.0/24 from trusted network. We can easily use this by using command remove. We can use remove option to remove an IP network from your trusted zone, and once you have used permanent option, you must reload your configuration so that it can be saved here. Now we the next task is creating IP set. So that in IP set there will be a multiple or a specific IP address which will be added to your trusted network. So let's see how to create an IP set or a range of IP address or a sequence of a specific IP address. So to create an IP set, we will use command firewall-cmd, that is permanent. Whenever you use permanent option, just reload the configuration after completing the command. So I am going to create here a new IP set with the name IP list, whatever name you can assign here, and the type will be has colon IP, and it will create a IP list or IP set. As you can see here, your IP list has created now. So once you have used this permanent option, you must reload your configuration. So use this command reload option with the firewall-cmd, and this IP list will be saved. So now we can proceed. We have just created an IP list, but we haven't added any IP address in this list. So we will have to add IP in this IP set. So let's see how to do that. So use firewall-cmd -- IP set IP list. We have created IP list as a IP set. Now add entry like 192.168.10.10 or 15 or 20. This all 10, 15 and 20 is now added to your IP list. So if now you want to assign this IP list to your trusted network, you can use command firewall-cmd permanent zone trusted, and we are going to add source as IP set colon IP list. So in this command we are adding an IP list, that is the range of IP address or some specific IP in this list to trusted network. So as you can see here, I have added my IP list which is containing 10, 15 and 10 and 20 IP address as a trusted source. So we can easily use a specific IP. As you can see here, we have created IP set, we have added some IP in IP set, and further we have added our IP set in our trusted network. So if you want to assign some specific service to a specific IP address, we can use command firewall cmd zone internal. We are assigning a service to internal zone. Add service SSH, and as you can see here, SSH service is already added with the internal zone. So we can remove this, and we will add it again. This command will remove your SSH service from your internal zone. And now if we want to add it again, we can use command add firewall-cmd space zone internal and add service equal to SSH. I am just using a particular service. You can use any of service with that, and as you can see here, we have successfully added a service to internal zone. So if you want to view which service are added to your in your zone, you can use command firewall. We are just at this point, that is how to get detailed information about your zone, and that is info zone, and the zone is public internal. And as you can see here, internal zone here, and we have added SSH. And if we remove this SSH from internal, and now if we verify, then you can see here there is no SSH anymore here, and in previously we can see here that SSH was there. So we can add or remove any service to a particular zone by add service option, or we can remove any service from a specific zone by using remove service option with the firewall cmd. So let's proceed for the further topic, and that is service management. So what we are going to do here is how to allow a particular service for a zone. So we can use command firewall cmd dash permanent. We are assigning service permanently. Previously we used command to set IP address for a specific zone by using command add service, but that was not permanent. So we are going to add a service here permanently. So we will use the option permanent dash zone. Zone name is trusted, and we are adding service like HTTP, and this command will permanently add HTTP service to your trusted zone. So once we have used permanent option, we will use command reload option, and as you can see here, I have reloaded the configuration. So to manage service, first of all, we can add any service to a particular network, and now proceed for the further, and that is how to add multiple service for a zone. So by using command firewall cmd permanent zone trusted add service HTTP, this command will add a HTTP service to your trusted network. But if you want to assign multiple service to your zone, you can use command instead of single, we will use with HTTPS or DNS like that. And as we have already added this service here, that's why this warning message is. But a part of that HTTPS and DNS service is added successfully. So let's see about the trusted zone detail. Firewall CMD info get trusted. Now we are getting here, and once we have used our permanent option, as you can see here, there is no services is listed here. So we need to reload this configuration, and once we have reloaded, now if we get the detailed information, we can see here that DNS, HTTP and HTTPS is now as a service for the zone trusted. So we can add multiple service for a particular zone by using command, this one, as you can see here. As you can see here, and now the next is how to get list of services from a zone, what services are using by a particular zone. So what we will use here is firewall service command list services dash zone, and the zone name is trusted. So what trusted zone is using right now is HTTP, DNS and HTTPS. So you can list out all the services for a particular zone by using command list service with the firewall command. And now we are proceeding for the next, and that is port management. So we are here now, how to add a port for a zone. So we have added a particular service, we have added a multiple service, we have added source with the zone, and now we are here to add some ports for your zone. So what command we will use to add port for your zone? So let's see, we will use command firewall cmd dash zone, and we are using trusted zone, and dash port, and we are assigning any port whichever you want, TCP, and this TCP port will be added to your, and we will have to use here add option, add port 443/TCP to your trusted zone. And as you can see here, port 443 is added to your, and same as if you want to remove any port from your zone, you can use command remove option, and you will see that your port is successfully removed. So just add this port here, and if you want to verify which port are assigned to a particular zone, we can use command firewall cmd dash zone trusted, and dash list. See here, we can use command list port to list all the ports allowed to your system. As you can see here, if we have added if we remove this, and if we want to verify the port, then we will get nothing here because we have already removed the port. So we can add, remove or list out the port related with a particular interface or particular zone. So let's proceed for the next topic, and that is IP set management. How to create an IP set. We have earlier created an IP set for assigning trusted network or source network. Now we are proceeding for a particular IP set management option, and first of all, how to create an IP set. So we can use command firewall-cmd dash permanent, because we are creating it permanently, dash new IP list, and the list name will be any name. I am assigning blacklist. Type will be hash, colon IP. And as you can see here, we have created an IP list, IP set, and that the name of IP set is blacklist. So once we have added this option here, that is permanent, we will have to reload the configuration, firewall-cmd dash reload, and now your IP list, and that is blacklist, is permanently saved. Now what we have to do is we have to add some entries, or we have to add some IP address in this list. So how to do that? Firewall-cmd IP set blacklist, add entry 192.2.168.10.11 or 12 or 13. Now in your blacklist IP set, these three addresses added. Now what we have to do is we have to assign this to your trusted network. So what command you can use here is firewall-cmd that is permanent zone trusted add source, and the source will be IP set blacklist. So the blacklist IP set is added to your trusted network now. And how to get the information about that IP set? You will have to reload the configuration first, and further you can see which IP address is added to your zone. So let's see it. Firewall-cmd info IP set equal to black list, and as you can see here, sorry, we didn't use the permanent option with the entry command, that's why that is not listed here. So added entry to blacklist, you can verify the information that your IP address 192.168.10.13 is added now, and further you will use, and you can see its IP address is now manually adding to blacklist IP set. So this is the command to get information about your IP set. Now proceeding for the next topic, and that is masquerading. And so what is masquerading? If you have multiple interface, your server is working as a gateway, you want to hide your internal IP address, or you want to mask your internal IP address, you will have to enable your masquerading. So how to create or how to enable a masquerading for a particular interface? You can use command firewall-cmd dash zone, and zone is external, We will assign any interface. If we have a multiple interface, we can assign a particular network connected with the internet to external zone, and further we can enable mask reading. So let's see how to enable mask reading for external zone. So we are using command firewall-cmd -- zone equal to external -- add mask reading, and as you can see here that the mask reading is already added. So if I want to disable it, we can use command remove, and you can see here the mask reading is disabled. Now again I want to enable the mask read to external interface. I can use this command now. So here is the topic, how to enable mask reading for mask reading for an interface, and how to disable mask read. We can use command add mask read or remove mask read to add or remove mask reading feature in your particular zone or interface. So proceed for the next topic, and that is port forwarding. If you want to forward any IP port to another port number, you will have to enable port forwarding. So first of all, if you want to enable port forwarding, you will have to masquerade an interface. So let's see how to enable. We have already used a masquerade command to enable masquerading in an interface. So let's see firewall-cmd zone. I will use external zone for masquerading and add masquerading, and this will enable your masquerade feature in your external zone. Now we will use command to forward a port to another port number. So let's use the command firewall-cmd zone, and that will be external zone, add forward port equal to 22. I want to forward 22 port number. That is for SSH, and colon to port colon protocol proto TCP equal to TCP colon to port 3753, whatever port number you can assign here. And as you can see here, your port number 22 is forwarded to port number 3753. By using this command, you are forwarding your port number 22 to 3753 port number for external zone. So if you want to remove this forwarding, then you can use command remove, and your port forwarding will be removed now. So these are the most important commands we mostly use to manage our firewalling daemon using firewall-cmd. So let's proceed for the next. At the end, we will see how to back up our firewall. So we will use command iptable capital S, and we will rewrite all the configuration with firewall backup. And now if we verify the firewall backup option, you will see all the configuration we have done with the permanent option here. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you like that and you have got a better concept about managing firewalls in Red Hat Enterprise Linux 7. If you like this video, please keep watching and sharing with your friends, and please don't forget to subscribe. for this time. Bye bye.